Hey guys, it's Ryan Gal 1001 and I am here for a Doogie Kamealoha MD Episode 8 reaction and review video. So as always, I'm going to start with the predictions. So as I was looking through the preview images and the description that's been released, I was noticing that it seems like they're focusing more on Lahela and Clara in this episode, whereas in some other episodes previously, they've given some side characters their own little storyline, like Benny or Kai, and sometimes even Brian. But in this episode, it seems like they are focusing more on Lahela and Clara, and I think the reason is we are now getting to the last 3 episodes. This is episode 8. And another thing, this show has some similarities to the show Big Shot, which did a type of thing where in the first 7 episodes, there were more separated stories in each episode and a little bit of connection. But then at the last 3 episodes, they had a sort of arc that pushed forward the main message of the show. So, thus far, with Doogie Kamealoha MD, we've had more separated stories in each episode, not really that connected. So, now I think in the last 3 episodes, just like Big Shot, there will be an sort of 3 episode sort of story arc that will push forward the main idea of the show. So I think there obviously going to be some sort of story arc with Lahela, but I think there might even be a little bit with Clara because we're starting to near the end of the show, and they keep bringing up this whole chief of staff situation. So I think they will also put some focus on that. And seeing the preview images, it just seems like Clara, she's got some presents and stuff for her co-workers. Maybe there's some sort of like minor special occasion at the hospital or something. So she brought presents to win her co-workers over. So they want her as chief of staff. But I wouldn't be surprised if she just kind of did it. So they would want her as chief of staff. But, I mean, just kind of connecting the dots. It says that Benny's going to help Clara win her co-workers over. We see them two standing beside each other with a wagon with presents. Now, with the storyline with Lahela, it's not as obvious. Preview images are not that helpful. But, as I look at the preview images, I see, okay, there's a few images that relate with this sort of picnic with Lahela and Walter and Steph. But then there's also a few images with Lahela alone, and I'm gonna kind of assume that this is the next day because there was a clothes change between the picnic pictures and the other pictures. Most of those are roller skating pictures. There's another one with Lahela in some sort of car. So what I'm assuming is maybe Walter isn't like totally paying that much attention, we could say, to Lahela in this picnic. So what she does to test out the relationship, because it says in the description that's what's going on, that's what Lahela's going to do. She's going to test out, does Walter really like her? Which she already did that, but she kind of already did it twice, sort of, because she was kind of unsure about it. In episode 2, she was like, does Walter really like me? You know, she was kind of confused. And then in episode 4, again, she thought that she might be, like, too smart for Walter. So I'm thinking, now, maybe they're just going to continue that on. They're just going to drive it forward and just make sure of it, you know? So what I think is going to happen is that the next day, Lahela, she's going to do a bunch of fun stuff. She's going to post it online, and then she's going to see if Walter cares. So yeah, and I think since we're doing this 3-episode arc, maybe there will be some sort of conflict that happens, and it's kind of left hanging near the end. But we'll see. So, I mean, yeah, my predictions could be wildly wrong. I would not be surprised if they were. But anyways, let's get into the reactions.
It's my chance to talk story with everyone. You know, Guava no hair, Ono Ken, Smart Ken, all the kids.
Diarrhea now.
It sounded so creepy.
Oh, my cookie cakes would... You have to be a workhorse at being a show horse. I have an idea.
Smart.
You grab...
I want to make a good first impression on Walter's skate crew. With a charcuterie board? Charcuterie board. I use meats and cheeses from six. Hey, look at those handle nerds.
Scoots get the food. Hey, no hobbies, lifestyles only.
They're yelling at children.
Yes, they are.
Look at them Fisher Price. Hey, Joni! How are ya? You have been a nurse here for, what, 7 years?
Oh, 12. And actually, it's Jenny.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Bye!
She is bad at this.
Love it. Ooh. Jenny. Hope people don't think the baby's mine. I'm kidding. Don't go hey, John. I'm gonna wreck you. Wreck? Short for.
And I don't know what those tiny breadsticks are, but they're tasty.
Toothpicks?
Yo, Doc. Sorry. Can't do it, bro.
Then prepare to face the invisible hand of the market, bruh.
Cookie cakes.
Trouble moving inventory?
Ha! Wow.
Where's the outside den?
That is weird. Okay.
Touch. Physical contact. It lets people know you've hurt them.
Don't do it. She's.
Hit me with 7 papayas, my good man.
God, that is weird.
Deafening silence.
She about to steal that car?
Walking's for dumps.
Oh no, okay, she's just gonna take those roller skates. She took the car. That is a lot of fruit. Oh, that was quick.
Well, I bailed on skating the mall. You're not selling Brian Patrick Presents Kai's Cookie Cakes?
No, the vendors weren't very welcoming.
So the episode's over. Now it's time for my review. This episode wasn't bad. I think it was pretty good. It was it was pretty funny. I laughed a lot of the stuff. It's nice that they gave like the sort of background hospital employees some more screen time and talking about Charles and Noelani. Because, like, before this episode, I was kind of like, okay, they're side characters. They're just kind of like, whatever. But I appreciate them a lot more now. Probably because, you know, they got more screen time. There's more to them in this episode. But the earlier episodes, they just kind of had some jokes that were not funny to me. Unlike Dr. Lee's jokes, which are pretty funny. I like Dr. Lee. He's what I call a good hospital employee side character. Cause you know, he says the funny lines that are actually funny. At least to me. So yeah. But this episode was pretty decent. Turns out my predictions were wildly wrong, which I was kind of expecting. So I guess it looks like they're not really going to go down the sort of big shot route. They're probably just going to keep doing more contained stories. And maybe, like, I think they will keep, like, moving forward with this Chief of Staff storyline. But that's been going on since episode 4, pretty much. So, yeah, I don't see why they would stop. But other than that, I think it's going to be more contained stories still. I don't think they're going to do an arc because I was expecting an arc like similar to what we got in just this episode, with Helen Walter. You know, I was expecting that to go through the last 3 episodes, but it just finished in this episode. So yeah, it's just how it happened, I guess. So yeah, I give this episode about an 8.75. Because I liked all the storylines they had. They were fun. They were fun. Uh, Story wise, I guess I liked the one with Clara. Learning to be more of a people person, because that's something important for chief of staff. Thinking this kind of show when they have more contained episodes with some sort of message. I think what they did with that one worked well, so that was my favorite one. Then we had the one with Kai and Brian. I mean, I liked what we got from it, but we didn't get much. And then we had the one with Lahala and Walter about, hey, love and stuff. I don't know. To be honest, no, Lonnie was she kinda had a point earlier when she's like, you really think this guy is gonna stay with you? Because, I mean, that's kind of just how most relationships in a high school go. They just end eventually. I mean, yeah, Walter's cool and all, but she still has a point. So, yeah, that might be my least favorite one because of the messaging they had there. It's like, but no, not really. If you know what I mean. But I mean, it was nice. This episode was just kind of sums up the whole rest of the show. It was a bit of fun. That's really what this whole show is. So yeah. Kind of disappointed it's the only show that we got on Wednesdays now that I review. Because I don't think it really is good enough to like stand alone on the Wednesday. Disney should really get on that. But yeah, hopefully soon we'll have some other stuff. For those of you who don't know, next week there will be another show I will review. Not on Wednesday, but Thursday. Freelancer Season 2. If you don't know about it, watch Freelancer Season 1. Just search up on YouTube, Freelancers. You find it. First playlist. It has like 12 videos on that playlist. Just watch it. It's like an hour and a half-ish altogether. Won't take too long. It's really funny, so yeah. So if you want to watch my Season 2 videos that I will do starting next week, I'll start with the first episode because it'll be a weekly release. Watch Season 1. That's all I got to say. So yeah, there will be more content coming. It's a little bit slow for my channel right now. But there will be more coming. So just, yeah, stay tuned. Next week there will be Freelancer Season 2 video. So yeah, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching.